Okay, now that our theater warm-ups have been done, and we are looking at all the cameras, we look good. I look good. Abby looks good. I'm starting to think we have a little bit of telepathy with our
outfits.
With our outfits, we got this little casual,
we got a little collar.
Casual collar, New York Times kind of vibe.
Oh, yeah.
So kudos to our casual blue
casual vibe
today. What I normally do is kick off these episodes by saying, beautiful people, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to almost everything from Life at Home. I am Doc Waller.
I am Abby Humphreys.
And this is episode 3. And I think it may have been 90% of podcasts don't make it past the 3rd episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
That's a lot. Let me confirm that. I'm going to confirm that, even if I have to.
Well, 3 has been a magic number for me.
Oh, really?
Recently, or like over the past year.
Why is that? Explain that.
It just like it's particularly like 333. Like that number. Just like has shown up in so many crazy ways. And like whenever I was beginning of last year, trying to decide what I should do, and like I got laid off and like didn't know if I was going to start my business and everything.
Yeah.
I just like kept seeing it everywhere. And then whenever I decided to actually get my LLC, and like I got my EIN number.
Yeah.
The first 3 letters of my EIN are 333.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yes. Well, it goes like
EIN numbers, for people that don't know, EIN numbers are long.
Yeah, they're very long, and like they're very random. Like they could, because at first I was like, oh, maybe all of them start with 33, because it's like 33-3.
No. Mine. I think my latest one starts with like 56.
Yeah. I was like, you're kidding me, because it was like 333-3, and then like a series of like probably 6 or 7 other numbers. And after I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm on the right path. I'm doing what I need to be doing. And then last night we were playing a card game with some friends, and you have to like, at first you draw 1 card and then you draw 2, and the first card I drew was 33. So I was like, it's back. My magic number.
Does 3 mean something specifically?
Yeah,
No?
I think whenever I looked it up last year, I mean, a lot of the angel number, that's what they're called, angel numbers. A lot of them are, they say like, oh, you're on the right path or whatever. But this says 333 is widely considered a powerful symbol of spiritual growth, protection, encouragement from the universe to move forward with confidence. So that's why last year it was exactly what I needed, because it was like, just do what you're doing, like you're on the right path, move forward with confidence. So it was good.
How are you since that move? So was Life at Home was still no, Life at Home was like kind of on pause.
Yeah, because we were like, I think it paused like towards the end of 2024, right? No, it paused like summer,
in the middle. It paused January, March, April, like May or April of 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, and then I started my business February of, what's the date? Oh, the 23rd of February was my official LLC formation.
What's the date?
The 22nd.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
This is weird.
I know. Yeah.
It's getting weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so February of 2024?
5. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, angel numbers and
numerology
and synchronicity, all that good stuff. I'm not.
Is that going to be the name of this episode? We'll find out.
Numerology?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've noticed that the episodes are getting names.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, good. That
kind of reminds me of like 2 things. Whenever I'm reading a book, and I love whenever it's like randomly they'll like say the name of the book in the book,
Yeah.
Or you realize why it's named that. Yeah, and then same thing with like a TV show episode, or like for Survivor, all of the Survivor show episode names are really funny. Yeah. And it's like, it's just funny that like what made them decide that like that was the moment. But then a lot of times it's kind of an art of like naming a show, because then it's like
100%.
Like, what about that specific thing? Like, it might have only been one part of the conversation, but it is kind of like the general theme. And then also it's going to make somebody want to watch it. Like there's a lot to it.
And it makes you think about like what's going on in the writer's room. Like how intentional was this episode? How intentional is the title?
Yes.
You know, one of the Walking Dead, biggest one is The Day Will Come When You Won't Be. That was like the name of the name of one of the episodes. And it talks about like a guy saying something and then someone else kind of like foreshadowing his death or something like that, saying your day will come when you won't be, that kind of, and you're just like, that's the name of the title. Yeah. So, all right. Respect to synchronicity. I think that's the right word. Synchronicity of names and titles and numbers. And speaking of numbers, I looked it up. It says it's a brutal landscape out there, but here's the reality. Roughly 56 to 60% of podcasts make it past their third episode, while the 90% failure rate is a popular industry myth. So what I just said was a myth. Okay. Often cited on social media, actual data from 2005 and early 2026 show the real hurdle is a bit further down the road. 8 episode mark, 44.8%. 10 episode mark, 8%.
Only make it to that point?
Only make it. 20 episode mark, you are statistically in the top 1%.
Dang.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Even Mama's Only, a previous podcast, which will be coming back. I'm not going to do this soon, but it's coming back at some point. I think we were at episode like 34.
Yeah. I mean, our book club made it.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
So look, we got some gusto.
We got some longevity in this.
The only reason why Doc's the only reason why the episodes did, like the company, it's not like those.
Yeah, we would have kept going.
100%. And so that's the thing. It's just like, it's about being consistent, showing up, and delivering for you guys out there. So speaking of delivering, the way we deliver our episodes is we open up with a question. Are you good?
I'm good.
Why?
I am good because the weather was really good this week.
Okay.
It was kind of weird, but it was good. Like it would rain really hard and then it would be like immediately so sunny and beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I felt like I got some good vitamin D. Is that from the sun? I always get it confused. Vitamin C, vitamin D. So yeah.
Are you traveling? Are you? I can't tell. I don't know how much you want to speak about your other job and things like that. I can't tell. When you do like your freelance work, are you in another city?
So for one of my clients, I travel.
Okay.
So I was in the beautiful city of Dayton, Ohio.
Oh.
Not even Dayton, Ohio. It was Miamisburg, Ohio, which is like 20, 30 minutes outside of Dayton.
Is there a company headquartered there?
Yeah.
And is that
Killer Brownie? Killer Brownie, yeah.
Okay.
So but like, love Killer Brownie, love everything about that company. Dayton, Ohio, even the people there were like, because I was like, I've never been here. They're like, you're not missing much. And of course it was like kind of rainy and like gloomy the whole time I was there too. But yeah.
There's some towns out there that I can't remember. I mean, I think Cleveland is a pretty dope city. Not that I've ever been there, you know what I mean? But there's some other Ohio. Okay, what's the name of I think Dave Chappelle.
Yes, yes.
Is it Dayton?
Maybe someone said something about Dave Chappelle recently, like when I was talking about Ohio.
That's either, I think that may be his hometown, or he just ended up
living there
and like loving it.
Yeah,
and ended up like buying all and it's like those people are like his family there. They love him, he loves them, kind of thing. It's one of those cities where he can just walk up and down the street and nobody cares, that kind of a thing. So
you can be probably like kind of anonymous there.
Yeah. So whether are you weather tied? Are you a weather tied individual?
I try not to be, but it's hard. Like the sun, like I literally, it's like that that sound, that like TikTok sound. It's like life is worth the living. Have you heard that?
No, is it a trending sound?
Yeah. Well,
No,
it was kind of like a trend, probably like a year ago with this Justin Bieber song.
Okay.
And that's just like a sound clip for one of his songs. And it's like, it would be like when the sun comes out after 5 days of rain, then it's just like life is worth. It's just like kind of stupid.
Say it again.
Life is worth living.
No.
I'm not going to sing it. Not going to sing it. No,
I was going to clip it.
But yeah, sometimes I realize whenever the sun comes out, I'm like, wow, I really needed that.
Could you survive in Seattle?
I don't think so, honestly. I mean, I lived in Boone, North Carolina for 4 years whenever I was in college. And
kind of gloomy.
Yeah.
What college did you go to?
App State.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not gloomy, but like definitely like cold, like mountains, like, but also I can kind of get into that like moody vibe. Like I can, if like my surroundings are beautiful, which it was in Boone.
Yeah.
So I could probably do Seattle if I had like a cozy coffee shop and like the nice surroundings, I can do that.
There's certain things about Seattle. So I've seen my change. When I was younger, that's why like I wanted to move to New York. If it was raining and I had a cup of coffee and I could go to Barnes and Nobles and sit in the theater section and just like read about Twyla Tharp, I was in my zone.
Yes.
It was like emotional.
Angsty.
To listen to some Incubus or whatever, right? Now it's just like, I need to get out and walk. I need some sun. The older I get, I just like, no, I need a little bit more direct lines that refer to positivity, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Now, there are some things out there in Seattle in terms of the community, the art scene, the whole like cafe market fish kind of thing that I think I could vibe with. So it might be a good trade-off. It's always been one of those cities to where I'm like, I might land there.
Yeah.
So
I could see that for you. I could.
I don't know if that, there is one city. Okay, quickly. List of potential cities. Don't give me 3 cities off the top of your head that you totally can see yourself living. Don't think too hard because I know we're like, well, no, this is the plan.
Yeah.
Detach it from reality.
Okay. San Diego.
Okay.
Chicago.
Okay.
I don't really have a third one, honestly.
Okay.
Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I love Massachusetts.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if it actually, okay, I'm gonna take it back. Detach it from reality.
Yeah, detach from reality.
Nantucket.
Okay.
Martha's Vineyard.
Okay.
You
cool.
see my outfit?
Yeah. I look like that more than Boston.
Yeah.
I don't see you going
I was thinking like city, but then I was like, no, if like, I'll just call it for what it is, Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard.
Walking into Dunkin' asking for a large regular.
No. But it's like I did like Boston, but
okay. Oh, so when did you go there?
I've been there a couple times, but it's always like in transit to one of the little islands. Okay. So, but yeah.
I would go Chicago. I would go Portland, Maine. And I would go Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been to Seattle.
Me neither. Detached from reality.
Yeah.
There is a small town, there's a small town in Florida that I would live, but that's different. That's like, I'm going to buy a house there at one point. Yeah. So that's not so much detached from reality for me.
Chicago, I spent some time in Chicago a couple months ago and like was really, really surprised by how much I liked it. And it was snowy. It was like not the weather, like you just asked, like, am I weather attached? Like the weather wasn't good, but I just was like really vibing with it for some reason.
You know who went to Chicago recently? Anna loves Chicago.
She was messaging me about it and she was like, she messaged me the morning I was leaving and she was like, have you gotten to go to any thrift stores? And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, no, I didn't know. Apparently they have like an insane thrift situation there. I was there for work, but I want to go back and just have like in the summer. Cause I have been in the summer briefly and it was really, really nice. Like on the water.
They just seem like you could like endless explore of food.
Yes.
Endless explore of art.
Yes.
endless explore of sports, whatever major league sports you want. Crazy, awesome suburb right out the
so walkable.
I'm like, I'm nervous to go to Chicago because I may not leave.
Well, that's how I felt. That's how I am about San Diego. But
all right, we
digress.
We digress.
How are you? Are you good?
Am I good? I am good.
Why?
The why is, one, I was around my studio. I call it my apartment studio because it's like a studio apartment. And I got a little wink that made me laugh because I realized how important this part of this segment of the episode is. Because as a producer, you're always, you're coming up and like wondering, is this part of the podcast necessary? Does it work? I'm just always thinking, and then you realize the reason why we ask each other, "Are you good?" and why, and the reason why I'm starting to realize it's more important and it fits is that we as individuals need to. I think we casually live in our moods. Mm-hmm. We don't presently live in our moods, and I think that we can say, "Oh, I'm fine, I'm good," but not specifically pinpoint and put our finger on the reason why.
Yeah.
And the reason why that's necessary to pinpoint and point and figure out why we are good is it now forces you to pinpoint and figure out why you aren't.
Yes.
Because if you are just normally saying, I'm in such a bad mood, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I know a lot of individuals that do that in almost like a, oh, woe is me space.
Yeah, like autopilot, just like.
Autopilot. Yeah. But it's just like, okay, pinpoint it. Figure out why. And back on the positive side too, if you can actually do that, now you have the basis and the ingredients for repetition.
100%. And also with both sides of that, it's a practice of basically gratitude because you're like reminding yourself why you're good.
Yes.
It's like, because whenever you asked me, I was kind of just like going back to the past couple days and like just quick, like 30-second reflection. Like I got to go on a couple walks and it was sunny and like, and then on the other hand, if I were to have said that I wasn't good or only kind of, it makes you think like, okay, what is making me not good and how can I,
and is it real?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's also, if you're in a relationship, it's good practice on the why part. You know what I mean? And like, hey babe, how's your day? Why is the equivalent to, well, tell me about it.
Yeah. Cause it's also like I actually care and I'm not just like, oh, how's your day? Like it's more intentional.
Right. What did they call somebody at LYFE at Home? Was it Kim? I miss Kim. I miss Kim. Was she the one that called them pizza comments?
I don't know.
Or Domino's comments? So you're at home, your boyfriend walks in and you go, how was your day, babe? And he goes, it was awesome. If you can describe it the way you would describe a pizza, you're not.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not saying it correctly. You're not giving enough, or you're not trying hard enough to describe or articulate it. Right. Yeah. I can't remember somebody.
Yeah. That does sound a little familiar to me.
Yeah. So again, that the whole asking why, the repetition of being able to like really understand why you were in a mood.
Yeah. It's funny because Caleb has like this whole thing where he doesn't like the exchange where it's like, how are you? I'm good. How are you? He doesn't like that because it's so like autopilot surface level and like no one actually says how they feel. Yeah. And so when someone asks him how he is, like, at a cash register, what does he say? He usually says like fantastic or, like someone's like, how are you? And what does he say? It's this very specific adjective and it throws people off. And I've seen it so many times because they're expecting you to just be like, good, how are you? But he doesn't ask them. He says
something like stupendous.
Yeah.
And it forces them to like, well,
yeah. And like so many times, he'll just say like an adjective like that. And they'll be like, oh, I love that. Like, and he doesn't say like, sometimes this is what he says. He says, I'm great. Hope you are. Or he'll be like, fantastic. Hope you are. Instead of asking, he's just like,
oh, wow,
I'm fantastic. And I hope you are too. Instead of asking them, because if you ask them, they're just going to say good. And that's what throws people off.
Yeah.
That's what throws people off is they're like, because it's just different than.
Because it's offering consideration.
Yes. And it's like, you are probably going to lie to me even if you're not good. So I'm just going to hope that you're good and like send you that good energy.
Wow. Then they mentally go like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what to do with this comment. All right. Do you have a fact?
I do.
Okay. Do you want to share yours first?
Okay.
We need to name this fact. Well, it's not fact or fiction. Fact segment. Fact check. Can't do fact check.
Nah, probably not.
Fact check, because fact check is a fact check.
We could do a
fact. That's a fact. Fact. Guys, name this segment. Name this segment. This is where we offer each other a random, cool, thoughtful, interesting fact.
Yes.
And we tell the other person whether or not we knew that or not.
Yes.
And we see if there's a conversation there.
So I was trying that mine this week didn't come as naturally. Like,
okay.
Like usually I stumble across something. I didn't this week, so I had to kind of look it up. But so I was looking up stuff about the ocean because I am so fascinated by the ocean for some reason. Like it is so scary to me, but like in a really fascinating way.
Right.
Like I love any of those like David Attenborough documentaries, or is that his name?
I don't know.
The one who like narrates the like underwater scenes and like Planet Earth.
Discovery Channel kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the fun fact that I had. Entire mountain ranges exist underwater. The longest mountain chain on Earth, the mid-ocean ridge system, lies almost completely beneath the sea.
The longest mountain range?
The longest mountain chain on Earth. And it's called the mid-ocean ridge system.
That is so scary to me.
I know. And I mean, this is like the picture that it shows. I don't know. It's probably AI, but like that is just so eerie to me that there's like mountain, like think about the mountains, like just mountains. And then think about those existing underwater. And there's like sea creatures living in and out of them. And like, whew, it gives me chills.
It's an entire world that hasn't even discovered ours.
Yes. There's another statistic. I was actually trying to find it, and there were like competing facts about it, but it's something like we have only discovered and like seen with the human eye 10% of the ocean floor.
That's so scary. That's so, I don't know why that immediately reflects as horrifying to me.
No, it's so scary because like what's going on in the other 90%?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my goodness, the vastness of it to me.
I think that's what it is. My other fact is also about vastness.
No, save it. That's good.
I will.
That's good.
Something about that, like.
Oh, okay.
No, but just like something about vastness in general was just like.
I cannot, like, even when I just think about undiscovered, what is undiscovered?
Yes, the unknown.
But like even individually, what is undiscovered about each other or other cultures or other, you know there are people who have not lived out of their own state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have not like traveled.
Yes.
Around, like
I get like anytime I do travel, like I remember I had a moment a couple years ago when I was in Costa Rica for a yoga retreat, and we were like, on a boat in the water, and we just like turned around and like we were just looking at like the beach and the mountains, and I was like, I almost get this like panic where I'm like, this is only like a tiny little part of the world that I'm experiencing right now. And the amount of like joy and fulfillment and just like awe that I'm experiencing.
Yeah.
And there's so much more of the world that like I haven't seen and I'm not going to be able to see. And like, it just gives me this like FOMO panic.
Because you start thinking about time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And time and effort and what's remaining. And then like, I got to do this again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I thinking of like going back to the ocean floor, we how much of our knowledge, how much is of in science books is true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
like what is it missing? And then also like to make it positive, one of my favorite quotes is like something like, it's very cheesy, but like the best days of your life haven't happened yet. And like like sometimes if I'm feeling the panic, I try to like shift it to be more of, there's just like so much of my life that I have left. And like, there's so much possibility and like so many things that I don't even know that are on the horizon. So just trying to shift it that way and not get panicked.
What would you do? What would you do if you woke up on a boat, on like a small boat?
Oh God.
In the middle of the ocean, just a small boat, like LYFE of Pi. What's LYFE of Pi? Okay,
that's what he's.
Okay, yeah. I think I've seen the image of that, like a little sailboat.
Yeah.
Would you? How much would your fear take over your ability to try? Would you just give up?
I mean, I don't know what I would do. Like that is my worst nightmare, actually. Me
too.
I mean, I think, my worst nightmare would be not having a boat and just like being in the water.
Like floating.
Yeah. Cause I'm not like an amazing swimmer. And just like not, cause that's the other thing. And there must be something to this. Like your greatest fear is also like something that's so fascinating to you because like sharks and like the ocean scare me so much, but they're also like so intriguing to me if I can watch them from the comfort of my couch. But like I have nightmares about like being in like large bodies of water freak me out.
So if you found yourself in a large body of water, would you, and there's no boat, you just because sometimes I do this thing where I imagine myself, especially if I'm sitting there watching a game, and I'm yelling at this quarterback like all dudes do, like in their 40s, as if they could do the same thing this 22-year-old like stallion can do. If I blinked my eyes and I was sitting under the center in the NFL playoffs, and I'm just like what would I physically and emotionally do in that moment? If you woke up and you were just like in water and it's like this and it's like that, would you like try to wade and like stay up as much as possible, or would you just like naturally give up?
God. I mean,
you would have to try.
I think
at
my
least,
instinct, my body wouldn't let me give up immediately, you know, because there's that part of. I mean, I've never been in a life or death situation, but I imagine there's part of your instinct that kicks in that like tries to keep you alive. Yeah. You know? And I probably couldn't fight that.
The only thing I could think of, Jesus. So as I'm doing this, I'm getting scared.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is like kind of wade to your back.
Yeah.
And just float as much as possible. But then all I could think about is like something coming up and
I know. Well, back to whenever I was talking about when I was in Costa Rica, before I was having that like lovely moment looking at the mountains, we like kind of anchored the boat and there was this little like island that we could swim to and they gave everyone like snorkel equipment. And, you know, I was with a bunch of like really cool, all of them were from Brooklyn. Because it was like the yoga teacher that was leading the retreat is from Greenpoint. And so it was her and all of her people. And so it was like all these.
So they've never been in water before.
I think that they were pretty like well-traveled, just like cool New York people. And so I'm like trying to just act like I'm not absolutely terrified. So I like jump in and like, you know, I'm like trying to swim, trying to act casual. And then like I come up and there's like nobody, like all of them had just like really quickly swam. Like I thought we were going to kind of like hang out and like snorkel, but then I look up and everyone's just like on the island. And so I'm like, okay. And then that's the panic. Cause I was like, I'm alone. Like there's no one around me. And so I'm like trying to swim and then I like underwater and like out of the corner of my eye, I just see like this huge, what I think is a whale.
Okay.
It's the underbelly of the boat.
Okay.
But like in my crazy panic, I see just like, in my peripheral vision, just like
Moby Dick.
Yeah. Jonah and the whale. I like started freaking out, and then I like quickly realized, and then I just swam
to the boat or to the island?
To the island.
Okay.
But like, yeah, something about like, I love being in the water. Like whenever I do much better with water I can see. Like that's why I love California, because the water's so clear and I can like swim and I can be in the water for a long time and it doesn't freak me out. It's not it's when the water is cloudy and I can't see. It freaks me out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The unknown.
Yeah. Holy moly.
Okay, so that was my fun fact.
Facts that scare you. Ready for mine?
Yes.
The admin night phenomenon.
Yes.
Admin.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I know. I know what it is.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
You do not know what this is, Abby.
Yes, I do.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Stop. I'm going to read this. If you've heard about this, I'm going to be so disappointed.
I'm chronically online.
Happy. I'm going to be happy, but I'm also going to be disappointed. Are you serious? Okay. The admin night phenomenon. Hotels and social clubs are now hosting admin nights where people gather in a cozy public space specifically to do the life chores they've been avoiding, like taxes, booking dental appointments, or unsubscribing from emails. It's a move from solo productivity to body doubling in public. You've heard of this.
Yes.
I hate you so much.
It's a huge trend on TikTok right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, it actually started with like, I mean, from what I think, basically like girls would like get together and they would, bring their laundry, like they would all fold laundry. And then it kind of became more of like let's just like do the stuff we don't want to do together and like make it a cozy thing. And like, we'll put music on and like, we'll have snacks and it'll be like a nice thing.
Serious?
Yeah. And I've actually talked about doing it with my friends because I'm really bad about, everybody is just like avoiding doing the things like that. But
I could see this being like a Life at Home when we get big enough.
Yeah.
Like a Life at Home sponsored event
Totally.
through the app, and it's like share
It's
your
very
images
on brand,
and videos.
yeah.
Yeah.
just like helping each other, like, because at the end of the day, it's encouraging just to hold each other accountable.
Did you know that the Omni? Hold on. Did you know that the Omni Boston Hotel actually launched a dedicated event series this month specifically for admin nights because people are so overwhelmed by digital clutter that they need a third place just to delete emails?
Wow. I didn't know that.
So do you consider yourself cluttered? Like if you look like zoom out and look at your life, you consider yourself cluttered?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Really? Like how, like a percentage? If 0% is like no clutter, how cluttered do you? And just like general life, home, digital, all that.
Yeah, I would say right now I'm pretty cluttered. Like,
okay, we're talking 80%.
I was gonna say like 75%. Yeah.
Okay. Now, why? Why is that?
Because I just have way too much going on, I think, and like I don't know. I don't know how to say no, and
task is this now? Are these like tasks or task plus what's the word I'm looking for? Not responsibilities, but like commitments and obligations and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say like, all of those things, and like just stuff that like I know I need to do that I just like put off, and like that causes like mental clutter. I would say I'm okay. Like I'm at a good place, but I just hired an assistant because I need help, and she's going to help me.
Abby hiring an assistant. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
She's going to help me a lot. Just like with literally with like admin stuff. We just talking about admin nights.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she's going to help me just like stay organized. Cause I don't want to get to a point where it's like impacting my business in any way or like impacting my life. And I feel like at least I have the wherewithal to be like, I think it could get there soon. So I'm going to try to get ahead of it.
What do you, 15 years, no, what's today's 2026? 8 years from now, what's your professional title? And just completely open it up.
Yeah. I would probably say like fractional CMO.
Okay.
Have you heard that term?
Yeah.
Cause there's this one person that I know and have talked to and is like kind of a mentor, and she's doing what I do on like a really, really high level and has like really optimized her business, and that's her title. So, and it's like what I do is very specific.
Yeah.
And also ever changing. So I don't really know, but like she seems to be in a good place. So
okay.
Basically that
really fits with what I thought you may have said.
Yeah. Cause basically it's just like being a supplemental marketing resource to companies without being locked in as like their full time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you feel cluttered?
Do I feel cluttered?
You're back to one of our other episodes. Like you are very disciplined. So I feel like you probably get ahead of stuff before it starts to bother you.
That's so funny you said that, because I don't have an issue with saying no.
Yeah.
And recently, like I am a, well, I don't want to say that.
But also I think that's because that's a luxury that you're afforded, like the older you get, and it's like, I can't afford to say no right now. You know what I mean? Like when you're growing, when I'm like growing a business and like trying to make connections, like I kind of there's a period of time where you have to kind of say yes to everything and just like see what sticks. But you've had enough life experience to where you don't have to. I could not agree more there, because you've got it's not even, it's I think it's like partly getting your experience under your wings, but it's also just like testing the things that you want to say no to in the future. Yes. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's trial and error. And I think that's so funny you say that. So like maybe there's an actual declutter, and maybe, you know, when we're not talking about necessarily an individual's bedroom or their, you know what I mean? There's clutter, like there's like Netflix clutter, right? Where what's the TV show where Marie Kondo, right? But I do think that your physical space is often a reflection of your mental space. Yes, I'm thinking about the way my living room looks right now, and that's not true currently. Yeah. But I'm also living. That's so okay. I 100% agree, because normally what happens is you go over to your idiot friend or idiot family member's house and you see the place, and it's like, oh well, that's why you're like this. Yeah. Yeah, no wonder you can't commit. No wonder you're making all these stupid decisions because your drawers are on the ground. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so yes, there is that relativity, but it's also, you know, my headspace is always in the house that I'm going to build 3 years from now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And so I think it comes down to the individual, and I think I'm at a place where my here's a quick story that I'll tell, and I hope it ends up being relevant. We're in high school, middle school, high school. Girls would call the house for my brother and I, you know, and the girls would call. My mom is the one that told this story and tells this story. The girls would call for my brother, and he, you know, that this is back when there's a landline phone. You run in the kitchen, you pick it up, and you can walk around the house with it, but there's a big cord attached to it, right? So they'd be like, guess who it is? And he'd be like, Shaniqua? He said, no.
Renee, no. And they would just keep going, guess, no, it's not that silly. And my mom would be over there, whatever, right? And keep guys, Tanisha, no. And she said the girls would call me and she'd be like, Daniel, there's the phone. I'm like, hello? And guess who it is? I click. I don't have time for this. I don't
have time for. I don't have time for this. I don't know who you are, and I don't care.
The Bulls are playing the Pacers right now, and I'm playing Madden in Mortal Kombat. I'm not guessing. I'm not doing this. These. I've always had this personality to where if I felt like it is, going to be a tie or going to be a nuisance.
Yeah.
Easily cutting it off.
Yeah.
Right. And so. I've always been that way, but speaking to what you're speaking about, the older I've gotten, the easier, the easier it's become. And last episode we were talking about Hinge. I connected. Okay, so I matched with 3 ladies, right? Which is weird because you don't want to. You don't want to match with more than one person. Or I guess dudes like me don't, because how great can a conversation with 3 people be, right? That kind of thing. So, but then again, it's also don't commit ridiculously early to anybody, just, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, I consider myself a really busy person.
Yeah.
A really busy person. And then all Mark Wahlbergs out there that put your videos waking up at 3:30, all your Kevin Hart's on the hardest working person. Yeah, maybe. I work very hard to do all this, right? But I also take the time to say, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
But if I connect with you on a dating app, I'm going to say, blah, 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 hey.
Yeah.
How are you? And I've done that. And it's just if I go 24 hours, 48 hours without you even just saying, blah, blah, it's okay. So this morning I just wiped them all clean.
Yeah.
I just wiped them all clean because I'm thinking, because an individual like me, I don't want to be a dirtbag. So I'm thinking about, okay, I should probably say, that kind of thing. But now that weight is on me and it's just well, I didn't get that. I'm not getting that from you guys. This is not being reciprocated.
Right.
So I'm going to cut that off.
Yeah.
That immediately to me this morning resonated as clutter. And it was emotional. Not that I was oh my gosh, when are they going to say something? But I thought about it.
Yes. It's taking up space in your brain.
100%.
Yeah.
And so I just and the moment you unmatch, it's
yeah. I mean, same thing is and this has given me my idea for our next little segment. But I think some people call it eating the frog. Have you heard that term?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But
remind me of what it.
I think I don't really know where it comes from, but I think the whole idea is just do the thing that you don't want to do so you can because otherwise it's going to eat at you. For me, I have to make a freaking dentist appointment. I have been avoiding it for so long. And I think about it every day and I'm I need to do that. I need to do that. And it's just the second I do it and I just go but it's doing it is the hardest part. And I think a lot of fitness instructors will start their classes by saying the hardest part is done. And it was just getting there, just showing up, getting on your mat. So yeah. And it's like you said, it's kind of just this weight lifted as soon as you let it go. So yeah, that'll go into our next segment.
What next segment? How do you know?
Our personal win recommendation thing. Yeah.
But that's after our audience question.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
One more. Okay, so we're gonna go back to, speaking of our next segment, we're gonna go back to Vicky's original question. I think we answered her second question. Yes. We're gonna answer her first question. I'm gonna play it now. Here it is.
Hey, Doc and Abby. This is Vicky, and I am from Jamestown, New York. I have a question. I have seen a lot in the wellness and fitfluencer community where they say we all have the same 24 hours, which I find to be somewhat ignorant and dismissive, to be honest. We do not all have the same 24 hours. A lot of people the people who say that are paid to work out, paid to look good, all of those things, where I'm paid to do wellness things and try products and all that fun stuff. Whereas some of us are, a little busier. We are paid to do a job where we sit at a computer all day long. Single moms, single dads, there's, everybody, all people who have a lot of money, people who have no money. Nobody has the same 24 hours. It's a very broad statement to make. So my question to you guys is, what would you prioritize in wellness? With that in mind, of the sense of, kind of thinking about people who may not have as much time in their day or as much time in their week to focus on wellness or focus on working out or whatever you want to call it, but wellness in general. So what would you prioritize? What would you recommend that somebody who doesn't have a lot of time focus on when it comes to wellness? Maybe in the sense of like, I only have 20 minutes a day. What could I do? Or maybe it's a top 3 priority or whatever. So just wanted to see kind of what you guys would say is your top priorities when it comes to wellness, so that people who maybe don't have as much time or don't have as much access could still take care of themselves in a way that would actually work for them. So yeah, that's my question.
So 2 parts to this. I'm going to talk about the first part as quickly as I possibly can, because it's very important when individuals, normal, regular, everyday individuals, are sitting at home on their social media or whatever, and they're hearing people with abnormal resources.
Yeah.
Whether it be celebrities, whether it be, you just have to understand. This is something that Anna from Mama's Only said a while ago. It's one of my favorite quotes from the Mama's Only podcast. She said, "Keep comparing." You know how people that say comparison is the thief of joy? Anna was like, no, it's not. Comparison will actually make you understand what you need to stop listening to of an individual, right? If I'm comparing myself, we said Michael B. Jordan the other day, you called me the Walmart version of Michael B. Jordan. But if I'm comparing, let's say I'm looking at Michael B. Jordan's body in Creed, I have to understand, but that individual's trainer was paid by the studio, right? Not even Michael B. Jordan, paid by the studio, and the amount of exercise that he has to do is probably 3 workouts a day. Yeah, the food is being prepared by crazy chefs. He has the time to, like, that's his specific job. Instructors, these people, I think 90% of the fitfluencers online, do you know what their most useful or most dynamic advantage is? Their age. Yeah. They're
or just the body they were born with.
But also it's just like, sometimes you can watch the Body by Mark stuff, which I actually like. Do you know who Body by Mark is? He goes around the cities and he says, hey, I ask people what they do for their workout routines. And a lot of the people are very selfless and they're cool and it's really nice, right? But then you see this really dynamic individual and he always says, like, how old are you? And she's like 23. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot of it right there. Like, I don't want to hear, and this is why I'm very excited. Let me tell you, Abby, I'm so excited about tying down the new filming studio for Life at Home soon, because I'm turning 45 in June. I feel like I am in a really good space fitness wise. And when I say that, not just like in good shape, but to where these 2 things are tied together, I feel like I can lead Life at Home. And I want to bring on more instructors other than you and myself. but I feel like I can lead Life at Home workouts for another year.
Yeah.
I want to do that for another year. After a year, I want to back off and just run this company and bring on some more faces, right? But what makes me excited about it is that the people at home will understand that that's a 45-year-old man.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not saying this to discourage the 22-year-olds or the 20-year-olds, but I think people at home have to understand if you are a 40-year-old mom of 2 who goes you have to filter these, people that you're listening to and understand, okay, what could they even understand about my life?
Right. Also, like the people that are very, have the time to be on social media are the people that grew up with it, and the people that got into the influencer world, at the time where these like 40, 50-year-old people were like building their careers. Like, so like the correlation between like influencers is people that are like good at social media because they're young. You know what I mean? You're not going to see a lot of like 50-year-old business women that have the time to like, maybe they are doing a lot of like, great stuff for their bodies, but they're not doing like a day in the life and like filming their ab exercises because they have other stuff they got to be doing.
Right. Yes, you're right. It's not the even the concept of doing that wasn't around when they were getting to the point that the people like Vicky wants to get to.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not that they couldn't.
Right.
But it's just like, honey, I'm over here doing, and so I think people at home have to understand, like, now they are out there. I don't want to say that every fitness influencer out there is a 24-year-old, wet behind the ears and kid.
Yeah.
That's not true. There are some, and this is why Life at Home is trying to bring a different perspective. This is why I want to talk about money coming up. This is why I want to talk about parenting. This is why I want to talk about nutrition. This is why I want to talk about all these things, because if you're specifically listening to a fitness influencer that's just like, oh my gosh, I'm getting animated. They do the videos where they don't even speak. First of all, if you're following a fitness influencer that can't put a microphone on and say words, they don't have enough internally to where you should be.
Yeah, they're hiding.
If their videos begin with them going like this.
Yeah. And then showing you like,
abs. It just says abs in big white letters.
Yeah. And it's like,
So, I don't do that.
Yeah.
They need to be able to articulate certain things. And so you have to filter who is good for you and who isn't. So I'll digress in a minute, but like, if you're watching someone based on fitness and you're trying to pull inspiration from them and they're not showing you the other job.
Yeah. Because health is so multifaceted, and if fitness and like what you look like is just one element of that. Like there's financial health, like you said, there's spiritual health, and like they're only showing you one side of that.
Yes.
So, they might have like, a really unhealthy relationship with food, and like they're not showing you that part of it. So it's just like knowing that anything you're seeing is just like, and this, it's easier said than done, but it's just a tiny little lens into their life, and it's the best part of their life that they're showcasing.
True. And also, but I also don't mean to say I need fitness influencer B to talk to me about money, to talk to me about the other things. But I do need fitness influencer B to show me how he got /earned /maintained his wellness while doing something that is similar or parallel to the 35, 40, 45-year-old mom that they are doing.
Yes.
Because if you're just saying, I need you guys to follow what I'm doing, and my job is literally to wake up and go to the gym at 8 a.m. and not come back from the gym until 6.
Right.
Why are you talking to the mom that is a middle school teacher?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do you understand the mental capacity that happens to a middle school teacher? At the end of the day, you want to tell them to work out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And they also probably have kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They have kids. They're therapizing all these other badass kids.
Yeah.
Spending their money.
Yeah.
On the resources that the school doesn't have.
Right. No, literally, they do that.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah. I saw that. I went to my mom's school last week and I literally saw a teacher that was like, hey, I just went and bought like this pack of chomps, like pepperonis for this kid that didn't have lunch. Literally, she went to Harris Teeter and like bought it with her own money. Like that's what.
These are the people that we're talking to wellness about.
Yeah.
These are the people who who have to sit in these fucking meetings. There are companies out there that have like 3 or 4 meetings a day.
Yeah.
That are draining people of their souls.
Literally, yeah.
These are the people that we're trying to talk to wellness about.
Yes.
We can't. This is why this company this is why I feel so great about Life at Home, because I don't want to speak to anybody about wellness from a one dimensional thing.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And so to make a long story short on that end, just pick up your phone with a certain defense.
Yeah.
Mechanism, not defense mechanism. That might be same way we were talking about how women need to get on Hinge.
Yeah.
With a self preservation kind of mindset.
I actually wrote down my answer or like some of my thoughts to this.
Please.
I answered mostly like the second part of her question.
Good, because we need to get into that. And that was a long rant. I'll chop a lot of that.
No, I mean, I think it was great. And that it hit home for a lot of like what Life at Home is about.
100%. Yeah. So the other part was, what would you prioritize?
Yes. If you only had like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I would say if you only had 20 minutes to put towards wellness a day, this is like, I love this question because I'm just like, because a lot of times I only have 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. So I would spend 5 minutes in stillness and silence and like grounding, whatever that looks like, you know, like meditation, breathing, just some type of grounding exercise for a couple minutes. And then also ideally the grounding is like connecting your mind to your body. So like doing some type of breathing exercise that like pulls you into your body in some way. And then I would spend another 10 minutes doing some type of like stretching or mobility exercise. And then 10 minutes doing some type of like body weight strength or core exercise, especially for women, focusing on like the pelvic floor, some type of like lower deep core exercise. Because if you're moving around a lot throughout the day or you're not and you're sitting all day, it's just really important that like the trunk of your body, like your powerhouse is strong.
Yeah.
And let's see if I had anything else. And then I said in general, just trying to stand as much as you can throughout the day, taking little like exercise snacks. That is like kind of a new term. You know, sometimes I'll set a timer on my phone for 30 minutes and every time it goes off, I'll just like stand up and like stretch or like do some jumping jacks or something. Just cause that helps you. And you don't realize how much time can pass. And you're like, I haven't moved. I haven't gone outside. I haven't taken a sip of water. So just giving yourself little moments throughout the day, no matter what you do, to just like take a second to be like, okay, I'm alive. I'm good. Everything's okay. Like I might have just been in a stressful meeting, but like a bear's not chasing me. I'm good. I'm going to like take a sip of water and breathe.
I think that's a great answer. That leads me. That's a great answer. And that leads me into a bit of my answer to that. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give Abby, she's the very first person to see the new mobile app.
Oh, yay.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give Abby a sneak peek at this. Only one part of it, though. Okay. Because she talked about, exercise, snacks, making sure you stand up, making sure you walk. My answer to what would I prioritize is what you don't want to do, and what a lot of these fitness influencers are going to inspire you to do is like, if you're like learning how to bake a cake, you got to get the crust or pie, right?
The foundation.
The foundation, right? You're not worried about buying the best strawberries and doing the whipped cream and all this kind of stuff, because none of that matters if this is right. When it comes to an individual only having a certain amount of time in the day and wondering what they should prioritize, it's always improving your baseline. That's it. We all have a baseline. And if 3 months from now, your baseline is more active, or you've improved on your baseline, then once you start to improve your baseline, then you can work on the strawberries and the whipped cream and the apples and all that kind of thing. And that baseline is, how's your sleep? Every hour of the day, get up from your desk, stand up, go walk to the window, come back, boom.
Yeah.
Right? Take the stairs instead of the elevator, right? There's so many things that you can do to improve your baseline that the more you do it, you're no longer even thinking about it as a baseline. It's now just like a workout now. Right? But the quicker you start to improve the baseline, then you can start to jump a little bit. Then you can like click on a at-home workout with Doc Waller. You know what I mean? And even if it's a 30-minute workout, maybe you only do 10 minutes of it. And then you go back to increasing your baseline a little bit more.
Yeah.
Then you'll be able to do 15 minutes of it and 20 minutes of it, right?
Yeah.
It's about habits. Increase your habits. And the reason why I say that is because life at home. So check, look at this. So this is very bare bones. I haven't fixed a lot of this yet. Like even what you're looking at really is not fixed. It's like 70% because the thumbnails and all that kind of stuff is not correct. But I just want you to play with that just for a second.
Okay.
Scroll up and down. Don't press anything. Kind of scroll up and down, right? How's that feel?
That's very clean.
Isn't that very clean?
Yeah.
No, the thumbnails, you see how I had most of them have like that purple shade over it?
Yeah.
I'm going to remove the purple shade, and it'll just be kind of like a bright colored picture.
Yeah.
Go to Habit Tracker. You see it?
Uh-huh.
What are you looking at now?
It says like a little score.
Let me see.
Percentage.
Okay, so that's my monthly habit score for February. But I haven't been doing all the days, right? So now go to track your day. What does it say?
Water, minimum 8 glasses, sleep, quality routine, sleep, workout, at least 10 focused minutes, mindfulness, 10 minutes focused quiet time.
Yep, right.
Recovery, nutrition.
So today you pick all the ones that you did today.
Okay. Let's see. Nutrition I got. I'm on a good track with my water. That's all.
Or yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay.
Do yesterday.
Yeah, I did work out.
Uh-huh.
I got a good night's sleep 2 nights ago, not last night.
Okay.
Recovery. Probably didn't have mindfulness yesterday, but yeah, I got the other ones.
Okay, now select a date and click on yesterday.
Okay. Submit.
Yep.
Cool.
Then close it out. Watch the score change.
Nice. I like that.
Right? So you need tools. Look at that. You went up from 11% to 14%. I love this. So the objective, I don't even know if the camera can see this. The objective is to not get to 100%. The objective is if you're in a sweet spot to where you are doing about 75% of these habits, water, sleep, workout, mindfulness, recovery, nutrition, things that we mentioned to, about things that we would prioritize. If you're doing, a really good steady amount, you're probably going to fall within that 70-75% every single month, right? So that's what I would say. I would say look at your baseline and make sure that your baseline 3 months from now is not the same as your baseline.
Yeah.
That as it was.
Right.
Keep
playing off
improving.
of the baseline thing. I think also finding, like when we're talking about foundation, like, because I think a huge thing with health is like injury prevention. And I see a lot of people get injured because they don't have like the strength in the places that they need to. And they jump into these like intense workouts and they go from 0 to everything.
Yeah.
So finding that's why I talked about like the core, because that's so important. Like to, if you don't have a strong core and you're doing like push-ups, you're going to hurt your wrist because you're going to be overcompensating. So finding subtle ways throughout the day to build strength and build that foundation. So when you do start doing these like more intense workouts, you're not injuring yourself.
Yeah. I could not agree more. Slow. First of all, get good at form.
Yes, form.
Spend a whole month like learning form first.
Yes, go to some foundational classes. Like if you want to do group fitness, like go to foundation, like watch foundation videos.
We will have a form series on. But when this Life at Home app launches, I promise you, we will have a form series.
Form is so incredibly important. Right. I'm so passionate about that.
It's how you survive wellness and fitness.
Yeah.
Because we have all these objectives, or people have all these objectives of getting to their goals 8 months from now, but they jump into something way faster than they should.
Yeah.
Without the right education and the form, and now they're on the couch with a broken damn leg.
Right, exactly. Or
three
they
weeks
threw their
in.
back out because they were deadlifting incorrectly.
Exactly. So you have to get the form. Isometric, slow holds. Like, you want to talk about something that will get you strong. Stand in a standing lunge. I should do so. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do this. Okay, this will be our close.
Okay.
This will be our close. Do go in a what's
Is this your recommendation?
Huh?
Is this your recommendation?
At the end?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Because I'm gonna switch it up real quick. Okay. I'm gonna go. This is gonna be. I'm gonna go to Google Gemini. I'm gonna say, give me 20 of the most popular yoga poses. Okay. This is how we're going to close it.
This is a test.
No, it's not. It's not a test. So normally we do this thing called Almost Nothing, which is a close where we do like a tiny delight or a recommendation or a personal win. But as I'm speaking, I'm going to give Abby a bit of a not a quiz, but I'm going to name 2 yoga poses. And you tell me which one you love the most.
Okay.
And
like a this or that?
A this or that. Okay. So we're going to see which one survives.
Should I say why or no? Oh, it's going to be like a bracket?
Yeah, kind of like a bracket. Okay. All right. Mountain pose or downward dog. Now, because we're talking about baseline. We're talking about recommendations. So people at home, I want them to understand like which is important to you.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to throw this one away because I feel like it is the most necessary yoga pose. Okay.
Downward dog.
Okay. Downward dog or warrior 1?
Downward dog.
Downward dog or warrior 2? That's a big one.
Probably warrior 2.
Warrior 2 or triangle pose?
Warrior 2.
Warrior 2 or tree pose?
Ooh. Probably still warrior 2.
Warrior 2 or chair pose?
Ooh. Warrior 2.
Well, this is so good. This is gonna be a hard one right here. Warrior 2 or plank pose?
Warrior 2.
Warrior 2 or upward facing dog?
Warrior 2.
Warrior 2 or cobra pose?
Warrior 2.
Here comes a mega. Here comes a heavyweight. This one's a heavyweight. Warrior 2 or child's pose?
Ooh. Child's pose.
Really?
Yeah.
Warrior 2 or excuse me, child's pose or cat cow?
Cat cow.
Really?
Yeah.
Cat cow or pigeon pose?
Cat cow.
Cat cow or happy baby?
Ooh, I love Happy Baby.
But you're also thinking about your nephew too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm also just thinking about like
Be honest, like
yeah. I think if we're talking about like foundation, still cat cow.
okay. I know for a fact this is gonna be the hardest one for Abby. Cat cow or supine spinal twist?
Oh, supine spinal twist, baby.
Let me tell you something. I do one of Abby's videos twice a week, and she will always have this in her workouts.
Yeah.
That is mega for you.
Supine spinal twist is my shit.
Okay, last one: supine spinal twist or corpse pose?
Okay, that's Shavasana.
Yeah.
So supine spinal twist, and I'm so
Okay.
happy that's what won. Yeah.
Okay, that's so funny. I'm so glad
That's
I
great.
did that.
But yeah, I love that like the top 4 were like cat cow, supine spinal twist, downward facing dog, and warrior 2.
Yeah. Why? Tell me why you those are important.
Warrior. So cat cow is how I start pretty much all my classes because it's so important to like open up through the heart. It helps a lot with like spinal articulation. And it also gets you, it's like one of the first positions where you're on your wrist. So you can talk about the foundation of like where you need to be weight bearing on your wrist.
Yeah.
Downward dog, so good for like the backs of the legs, hamstrings, shoulder opener. Warrior 2 I love because
That's
it's
like
such a powerful
power. Yeah.
It's so powerful. In my classes I always say like take up space in Warrior 2, like get your legs really, really wide.
And
like,
people underestimate the upper body in Warrior 2. If you're really doing it correctly, shoulders. Having
to hold Warrior 2 for a long time is really, really hard.
Yeah.
And there's just so many like great cues you can give in Warrior 2. Like I could have you stand in Warrior 2 for like 10 straight minutes and I could cue 100 cues to get you in like the perfect Warrior 2.
Yeah.
If you can hold Warrior 2 for a couple minutes, you're in a good place, I think. And then lastly, of course, supine spinal twist, just because it's like the juicy like detox. It's so good for like just your lower back. It's so good for your heart opener. It's just the best. Yeah. I can literally feel like, it's just like I always, you've heard this 1,000 times, but it's like wringing out a washcloth.
Do you know my favorite part of doing Abby's at-home yoga workouts, which I'm probably the previous ones, we have some new ones. I can't wait to show you like the new design that I'm working out in regards to like our new studio. But I'm probably going to be promoting her old ones just to kind of get people to sign up and things like that. When you do her old workouts, she'll do one thing to where she'll make you put your right hand on the ground and thread the needle, and then that's how you get into it. Yeah. Fold over that way. It's
whenever you're like in upward facing dog and then you. Yeah. That's a good one. I'm teaching a class tomorrow, so I'm going to do that.
Cool. All right. I enjoyed this episode. That was really cool. Really good way to
we really ran the gamut.
I know that's going to be a good TikTok video. I'm gonna put the poses up there. Yeah. And then have you, and I'm gonna chop it up real quick. It's gonna be really super quick. All right. Good work, y'all. Thank you guys. Good work, y'all. That's how I end.
Yeah, it's because we're fitness instructors.
Yeah, that's the fitness instructor me. Good work, y'all. Way to work. Really enjoyed episode 3. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your time. Tell some people about this podcast. It takes a while for a young podcast to kind of catch get its feet. It takes a while for the host to kind of get their rhythm, but it also takes a while for the audience to build. And we're going to be here long enough to see that audience build. But we need you guys to share it, play it for your friends, send it to your mama, whatever. And then push the buttons for us. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And
I know I am ready.
Okay, you're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what was I supposed to say? Well, don't tell me.
I know. I remember.
Do you remember mine?
Yeah.
What's mine?
You guys have been great.
You guys have been great.
Go in peace.
Good stuff. Look at that. I love it.